There is a photograph of a woman named Ruth from 1954. She is standing outside a church in Memphis, Tennessee, in a printed cotton dress, hat tilted forward, skin catching the afternoon light in a way that stops you when you look at it. She is 41 years old in this photograph. You would not guess 41. You would not guess anywhere near 41. She did not own a single product with the word serum on the label. She had never heard the word collagen used in a skincare context. She did not have a 10-step routine, a dermatologist, a chemical peel, or a subscription box arriving at her door every month. What she had was a bathroom shelf with 7 items on it. 6 of them cost less than $1. The 7th was a jar her sister sent from home every spring, and a set of rules so specific and so effective that the women around her all had the same face, the same smooth skin, the same unhurried aging, because they were all following the same rules. Rules passed mother to daughter in the same matter-of-fact way a recipe was passed. No ceremony, no explanation, just, this is how you do it. Now you know. Then the beauty industry arrived in Black women's lives with a specific message. What you have is not enough. What you are doing is not working. We have something better. It came in gold packaging. It came in full-page advertisements in Ebony magazine. It came with before and after photographs and clinical-sounding language and promises the jar on Ruth's bathroom shelf could never make, because it was never trying to sell her anything. The industry did not offer better results. It offered doubt, and once a woman doubts what she has, she will buy what she is sold. This video is what Ruth had before the industry arrived. Welcome to Timeless Melanated, the space where we recover exactly this kind of knowledge, the wisdom that was quietly taken off our shelves and sold back to us with a new label. Subscribe now and turn on your notification bell so you never miss what we recover next. Let's go. Number 9. She washed her face with cold water in the morning. Warm water opens the pores. Cold water closes them. Ruth used warm water at night to cleanse, and cold water in the morning to wake the skin up and tighten what the night had loosened. This was not a technique she had read about. It was what her mother had shown her at the bathroom sink when she was 12. The cold water morning rinse does 2 things the dermatology industry now charges for. It reduces morning puffiness by constricting the blood vessels near the surface of the skin, and it briefly tightens the appearance of pores, which sit more open in the warmth of a bed and close under cold. It costs nothing. It takes 30 seconds. It requires no product. The global facial toning market, devices, mists, and serums designed to mimic the effect of cold water on the face, is now worth over $2 billion a year. Ruth ran the cold tap in the morning. Number 8. She never used the soap that came off the bathroom counter on her face. The bar of ivory on Ruth's sink was for her body. It never went above the jawline. Her mother had told her this. Her grandmother had told her mother. Standard bar soap sits at a pH of 9 to 10. Human skin maintains its natural acid mantle at a pH between 4.5 and 5.5. Washing the face with alkaline soap strips that mantle disrupts the skin's moisture barrier, and in darker skin types can trigger the overproduction of melanin as the skin attempts to repair itself, producing the dark spots and uneven tone the skincare industry then sells correctors and brighteners to fix. Ruth never created the problem. She never needed the fix. The facial cleanser market is now worth over $15 billion a year. It was built on convincing women their faces were dirty in a way water alone could not address. Ruth washed her face with water. Her skin never needed anything more because she never stripped it of what it already had. Number 7. She oiled her skin while it was still damp. Every morning after washing her face and every evening after bathing, Ruth applied whatever oil or butter she was using while her skin still held surface moisture. Not dried off completely, damp. She pressed a towel to her face, blotted once, and the oil went on immediately after. This was the rule in her household, and in the households of every woman she knew. You do not moisturize dry skin. You seal the moisture that is already there. The mechanism is real, and it is documented. The window immediately after water contact, while the skin is still warm and the surface is damp, is when occlusive and emollient ingredients penetrate most effectively. Applying oil or butter to completely dry skin creates a barrier over nothing. Applying it to damp skin traps the water already present in the upper layers of the dermis. The difference in outcome over 40 years of daily practice is not subtle. Modern skincare lines now sell this as the damp skin application method, presenting it as a recent discovery and packaging specific products for that specific window. Ruth's mother had been doing it since before anyone printed it in a magazine. Number 6. Castor oil on the edges, every week. Along the hairline, where the hair meets the forehead and temples, the skin is thin, the follicles are delicate, and the hair is the first to thin. Ruth rubbed a small amount of castor oil into her edges every week, without exception. She had been doing this since her 20s. The women in her family did it. The women on her block did it. Nobody called it a treatment. It was just maintenance. Castor oil is primarily ricinoleic acid, a fatty acid with documented anti-inflammatory properties. Research has found it supports circulation to the follicle and creates a protective barrier around the hair shaft at the scalp line. The FDA approves castor oil as safe for topical use, and it appears as an active ingredient in dozens of hairline and edge restoration products now sold between $20 and $60 a small bottle. Ruth bought a bottle of castor oil for 29 cents. It lasted 3 months. Her edges held for 60 years. Number 5. She slept on Satin and never washed her face with hot water at night. 2 things happened in Ruth's house before bed, every night. The pillowcase on her bed was satin weave fabric, passed down from her mother, replaced when it wore thin, never substituted for cotton, because cotton had never once been on her face at night in that family, and it was not going to start. Cotton fibers are rough at the microscopic level. 8 hours of that friction against the same side of the face, in the same position, in the same pattern, creates sleep compression lines that deepen into permanent creases over decades of repetition. Ruth's satin pillowcase cost $2. The silk pillowcase market now generates over $400 million a year. And the water she used to cleanse her face at night was warm, never hot. Hot water inflames. In darker skin, inflammation means melanin response, and melanin response means dark spots. She had never been taught why hot water was wrong. She had been taught that it was wrong. The why came later. The result was the same either way. Number 4. Beeswax and petroleum jelly on the lips every morning before leaving the house. Ruth did not leave the house with dry lips. Before the lipstick went on, a thin layer of something emollient went on first. Some mornings, it was the petroleum jelly on the bathroom shelf. Some mornings, it was a small piece of raw beeswax her neighbor kept from the hives at the back of her property. The lipstick went over it. The lips have no oil glands. They cannot moisturize themselves. Every hour they are exposed to air, they lose moisture through evaporation, and the skin there, the thinnest and most delicate on the face, shows that loss faster than anywhere else. The vertical lines around the lip line, now treated with filler and laser resurfacing, begin with years of daily desiccation that a layer of beeswax costs nothing to prevent. Ruth's lips at 60 looked like her lips at 30. She never thought about why. She just never left the house without that layer in place. If this is teaching you something worth carrying into your own routine, this is a good moment to subscribe to Timeless Melanated, because this channel exists to recover exactly this kind of knowledge. It is right there, waiting to be remembered. Number 3. She stayed out of the sun and never once thought of it as a beauty strategy. In Memphis in July, nobody with any sense was outside between 11 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon. Ruth did her outdoor work before 9 or after 4. She wore a wide-brimmed hat in the garden. She sat in the shade at church picnics. She walked on the shaded side of the street when she had a choice. This was not vanity. This was common sense about heat. It was also, without her knowing it, the single most effective anti-aging practice available to any woman in any era. Ultraviolet radiation is the primary driver of photoaging. The collagen breakdown, the loss of skin elasticity, the fine lines and pigmentation changes responsible for most of what we recognize as visible aging. Darker skin contains more melanin, which provides a natural SPF equivalent of roughly 13.4, a real biological advantage. But melanin does not make skin immune to UV damage. It slows the process. Ruth's habit of seeking shade compounded the advantage she already had. She was not depleting her head start. She was adding to it, daily, for 60 years. The global sunscreen market is worth over $11 billion a year. Ruth never bought a bottle. The shade was free. The hat was $1.95 at the dry goods counter. Number 2, raw shea butter on the driest places. The same jar every year. Along the hairline, the knuckles in winter, the elbows, the heels, the corners of the mouth when the cold came. Ruth had a small glass jar, no brand name, that her sister sent every spring from their home county. Shea butter extracted from the nut of the shea tree, unrefined, pale yellow, with a faint earthy smell that meant it had not been processed into something more marketable. She used a small amount, melted between her palms, and pressed it into the skin in slow circles until it disappeared. Unrefined shea butter contains vitamins A, E, and F, phytosterols, and a concentration of fatty acids that support collagen production and skin barrier repair. Research has documented its anti-inflammatory properties and its capacity to support the skin's natural elasticity. The global shea butter market is now worth over $1.7 billion a year. The same ingredient, rendered in a laboratory and sold in a frosted glass pot with a French name, now costs $80 at a department store counter. Ruth's jar came from her sister. It cost nothing because it was family. Number 1, she did not believe a single thing the industry later told her was wrong with her skin. This is the one. In the 1950s, the campaign to tell Black women their skin was a problem requiring correction was already decades old and accelerating. Bleaching creams containing mercury and hydroquinone ran full-page advertisements in every Black publication in America. The message was explicit, consistent, and deliberate. Your natural complexion is a flaw. We have the correction. What those advertisements were selling was never skincare. They were selling a belief, the belief that a Black woman's natural skin tone was something to be managed toward a lighter result, that the evenness and depth of melanin-rich skin was not beauty, but a problem to be solved. Ruth did not buy it. Not the product, not the premise. She had been raised by a woman who looked at her face and told her what it was. Not a project, not a before photograph waiting for an after. A face, her face, worth caring for and worth leaving alone in the same breath. The 7 things on Ruth's bathroom shelf worked together because none of them were trying to fix something that was not broken. The cold water rinse, the damp skin application, the satin pillowcase, the hat, the jar from her sister, all of it was care, not correction. The distinction sounds simple. It is not. It is the thing the industry has spent billions of dollars trying to collapse, because a woman who is caring for something she already believes is whole does not buy what a woman who is correcting a deficit will buy. She is not a growth market. She is not a customer waiting to be made. She is Ruth, standing outside a church in Memphis in 1954, the afternoon light on her skin, 41 years old, and not looking a year of it. The beauty industry did not bury these practices because they did not work. It buried them because they worked too well to need anything else. Ruth's granddaughter still has the glass jar, the one her sister used to send. She orders unrefined shea butter online now, the same thing in a different container, and she uses it the same way Ruth used it. Damp skin, slow circles until it disappears. She figured it out by herself, or thought she did. She did not figure it out by herself. She remembered it. Pick one thing from this list. Put it on your own bathroom shelf this week. Come back in the comments and tell me what changed. And if this is the kind of history you want more of, subscribe to Timeless Melanated. We are here every week, remembering what was never actually lost, only quietly taken off the shelf. The next video is ready.